Follow the channel and stay tuned for learning videos.
Want to do some kind of basic design that we are doing with forms and views, and we want to control some rules that we are doing with business rules, and we want to do some kind of automatic steps, automatic actions, right? So those are the process automations for every system. Suppose if you take, once user is logged in, you want to send a logged in email, or while logging off you want to send a sign out email, or whenever someone birthday is there you want to send a birthday email in your organization. There could be n number of things, right? There are n number of activities you want to do, assigning the records automatically to some other person, and creating a records automatically based upon some other status, like that, right? So there will be n number of actions we can have it. Those are the process automations. So in this process automations, we will have the out of the box workflows, business process flows, and the power automate. So power automate is the main important thing, because that is under one part of the power platform, right? Power automate. So now this out of the box workflow is going to retire, but still we will cover. So power automate, we have to focus on it. The next thing is business process flows. Okay, today we are going to see about out of the box workflows. So in this out of the box workflows, what can we do? Everything we will see. Let me go to my CRM environment. So this is my dev environment, right? I'm being using this environment from long back. Now let's go back to our any one of our existing custom model revenue. Let's assume I will go with this bank application. So I have this application one, okay, and loan details. These are the two entries I have kept. Okay. So suppose in this bank application, if you want to, whenever a new bank applicant is recorded, you want to create a automatically want to create a loan record as well. Assume. So basically, this application is using for track the loan purpose. So whenever they are creating applications, means they want to create a loan event. Let's assume. Okay. So how to automate that process? So whenever a bank application record is created, you have to create the loan detail record. So for that purpose, we have to go to this Power Platform environment settings. If you go to processes here, this is not loading. It's not loading. So we can open it from the solutions too. Let's go to Maker Portal. This is also not working. So this is my environment. Now what I want to do, I want to create a out of the box workflow to automate a new record creation whenever a bank application is created. Okay. So in this new loan details, I have name only. So I want to keep the same name as bank application, that person name. Okay. Let's assume. So how do you create from the solution? Any customization, you can do it from solution only. Okay. So I'm going with the new solution base 16 OOB Workflow. Now, if you click on new, you have automation section, right? You have cloud flows. Cloud flows are nothing but Power Automate flows. You have data flows. Data flows basically used for integration to take the data from another environment. Desktop flow is like a Power Automate desktop flow. If you want to do anything under local, you will be doing that. Then if you come to functions, we have action, business process flow, workflow. So today we are going to learn about workflow. So workflow, whenever you want to create, you want to define and what entity it has to run. What is the triggering point entity for that one? So what is my entity here? Whenever bank application is recorded, I want to instant it, right? So my entity should be bank application. Okay. 1 second. It's not working. B. Mine is bank application. So I'm choosing bank application. So run workflow in the background. So when do you want to, if you want to run this in the background, you will be choosing, no, what is the name for this workflow? Create loan record on, create loan on application submission. Start from blank, or you can choose template. So these are the out of the box templates you have. Let's go with start only to explore all capabilities. So it will open in a new work process designer. So here you have to choose the what should be the triggering for your action process, what you want to do, everything you will be defining here in this process designer. Limited learning. So these are, if you observe whatever it is loading with little low, those are the legacy. Now if you see, this is the process we created. We recommend using Microsoft Flows. Microsoft Flows are nothing but a Power Automate flows. So these are going to retire soon. But so we have to learn about cloud flows only. But this to know the existing processes, we should have a knowledge, right? That's why we are learning it. Now, if you see, this is the process name we have given, active test process only. So what do you want to do? This it we want to trigger on bank application, categories workflow, scope is organization because bank application is an organization record. Now, if we see, you have start when. When do you want to start this process? When record is created, when record changes, record status changes, when record is assigned, when record field changes. If you see, you have to select the field name, what on what field you want to trigger it. Record is deleted. So what is the triggering point for this process? So you will be choosing this one. So for my scenario, whenever application is submitted, means whenever application is created, I want to create a loan record, right? So I want to choose loan record here. Okay, select record, select here. Create record is creator should be selected. Okay. Now if you see available to run, so run this workflow in the background as an on-demand process, as a child process. Suppose if you select this, run this in the background means it will run in the asynchronous mode backend. If you want to convert to real-time workflow, you will be using the real-time. So if you see, it will execute in the within sync. So like this, you will be using convert to background, convert to real-time. When how do you want to execute? Okay. Now if you see as an on-demand process. So as an on-demand process means we can run it from the record itself. You can run workflow. We will have a run workflow options. You will see that. The next thing is as a child process. If you want to run it from a another process, you will be choosing this one. Okay, now this is the basic configuration we have to choose. I have selected the when it should start. I kept as a background. I have given the name. Now what should I want to do? Add step. So here you will have the all actions. You can create a record, you can update a record, you can send an email, you can start a child workflow, you can perform an action, a lot of things. So right now you can have a check conditions also. If you want to check any condition also, you can add the table names, everything here. So right now I just don't want to create anything. I just want to create only loan record directly on application. So here you have to give the step name, what you want to do. Creating loan record entity. So what is the entity we have to create? To create a loan record, we have to choose loan, right? So go on, look for loan details. Now to create any record, what we need to do, we have to fill the details, right? So same thing, you will be filling the name and everything. You will be filling it from the process. So name. So names, let's assume I want to create a loan record for Harish, like that you have given. So I'm just creating set properties. I'm just created a step. Now I want to activate it. To run this process, whenever it record is created, you have to make it active. So the status should be active status. Now it is activated. Now what I want to do, I will just go to my bank application. I will create a new bank application record now. Basic info. Like, I'm just submitting application, save. Now what happened? A new bank application is submitted. So ideally, what should I do? It should create a new loan detail record. It's earlier we don't have any records. Now if we see a loan record for it is created. Now the thing is, here I have given this is a hard coded loan record for it. Suppose if some other person creates it, it's created you. So for this record also it will create the same record. That shouldn't be the case, right? So how will we expect whatever the name you are giving here in the bank application, you want to make that flow, right? So that's how we will expect in the real time world, right? So we have to make use of these values. So what we have to do for that one, we shouldn't give anything hard coded until it is defined by business. We have to try to use the loan bank application values. Okay. So for that purpose, I just to make any changes we have to deactivate. We make it a draft set properties. So now instead of loan record for Harish, so here that name should be come from dynamically for me. So for adding the dynamically the values, here if you see you have dynamic values form assistant. Here we that is our parent entity is bank application, right? Whenever it is triggered, we are using. So what is the name you want to use? What is the column you want to use? You can choose this here. This is applicant name. Now if you see loan record for applicant name. So the name will come from the bank application. So whatever you mention in the bank application that will flow here. So there is no more hard coded. So like that we will be using the variables, the values from the other record. So you will be selecting the respective entity and you will be choosing. Okay. Any questions? So to make it work, I have to activate it again. Done. Now I will be creating a record, new bank application record. So I will be using some different name to avoid confusion. I don't know what are the mandatory field I'm giving and I'm entering on fields. The applicant name. Now if you see loan details, loan record for Harshvardhan. If you create some other, so if you see, you are not able to see the record immediately. Why? Because we have chosen background, so that will take some movement to run it. If you choose a real-time workflow, that will affect immediately. So that is the difference between real-time and background. So do you need instantly execute that process, or is it okay if it execute after 2-3 seconds? It won't take more than that. So like that we will decide. Okay, so based on real-time or so. Now if I see here, if I convert the same one to real-time, I'm just converting to real-time. So you can feel the difference immediately. I'm just converting to real-time this one. Now if I go there here, Nag is there automatically. If you go again, so if you see right, so there would be no delay. Use real time. If you use background, there will be some delay. So like that, based upon your requirement, you will be using the real time or not. Now if you want to execute as an on-demand process, so what is mean by as an on-demand process? Now if you see code for this, for the we have these main applications you executed for the recent created one, but you haven't executed for the applicant one, you haven't executed the previous. So now you want to run it for them as well. Okay, so in such scenarios to call it as an on demand, so whenever you want on demand means you have to turn on this flow. I'm converting you, let's keep it at synchronous only. I'm converting this as an on-demand process activating. So what will happen if you choose as an on-demand, you can run whenever you want to. So converting this as an on-demand process too. No, so when do you use this? So for the first 5 records, I have created loan details, but the records which are created earlier, I don't have it. I don't want. I want to create the for them as well. So in such scenarios, you will be choosing the records. If you go here, you will be getting the records here for flows here. See, run workflow, create a loan record on my application. This is available. So means like this, you can, if you want to run it for any record from instead of triggering point, if you want to run on demandly. So basically it will trigger whenever record is created. App, including that if you want to run on demand, if you want to run it for other records as well, that time you will be using this on demand. Choose this one, flow, run workflow. Now what will happen? It will execute it. If you go loan details, loan record for application one. So like this, you will be running for existing records from with us as an on-demand option. Okay. Now, if you go further, you have a as a child process. So what does that mean? Suppose if you want to use this record in some other event, suppose bank application is creating from some other place, you want to use this process in some other way. Let's do that. Okay. So I'm just choosing as a child process. So to use this as a child process, what should we do? There should be a parent process should be there, right? So I have to create parent process. Okay, let it activate. Deactivated. I'm gonna create a one more process. So this time, let's choose another entity. We have only two entities. Let's create a one more entity to make it instead of bank application, where it is tables. I want to create a new table with advanced properties.
But in this solution, we haven't added any apps, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
it
I will because I was using existing app only now, existing app and
okay.
table, so I haven't added. Now I'm creating a new table. So let's assume what is the table name? Let's instead of credit card from credit card they want to take okay standard organization creating entity. So the scenario is like earlier case whenever a bank application is submitting loan record is creating. Now I want to I want to create the same loan record whenever they are having a applying it from credit card. Okay. So for that purpose, I'm creating a new table credit card. On the credit card form, I just want to have a button like apply loan. Okay. So by default, you will have the name here for every table. So you will be getting here name. Then you want to have a flag, new table column, apply loan with my credit limit. The type should be choice is no, default will be no. I just created a new table, now created a column as well. I want to add this form. It is added to the form. Now what I want to do, it's not there in my app. What should I do to add it in my app?
Sitemap.
Yes. So this is a new solution I have created, right? So for that purpose, what should I do? First, I have to add the existing sitemap to my solution. Then we have to add our new table. Components, add all, add sitemap.
So we don't need to like add a app also. Whole app.
Yeah, app also not needed. Sitemap. So here, applications, new sub area. What is my sub area? Credit card, right? Credit card. You are able to search it here. Save, publish. do a hard refresh, Control F5. It's not reflected. It is reflected, so credit card is set. So what you want to do now, whenever new credit card, you'll be having the credit card user already. Whenever they choose apply loan with credit card limit to yes, that time you want to trigger this loan details record. Okay, understood? So that is my requirement. So you'll be having the credit card name, whatever name. So whenever they choose yes only, you have to select not for the record creation. Earlier we were doing with the record creation. Whenever new bank application is created, you are getting loan. Now I don't want to create on the credit card record creation. I want to create a loan on the whenever they have choose yes only. So for that purpose, I'm gonna create a new process. I will try to use the existing process. Okay. Now go to process, new process, automation functions, process, loan record from credit card. Table, what should be my table? So you have to choose on credit card. Where automation process workflow here credit card. Okay, display name, create loan for credit from credit card. Blank only I'm choosing. This is also background workflow only. If you want, you can change it in the designer. Now here, what I want to do, earlier we were using the record is created. Now I want to use it on a specific field change. What is that field change? You have to choose. What is the field change? Apply loan with credit limit. I'm choosing that. So in this record change also you can change it to yes, you can change it to no, yes to no. But I want to create whenever it is equal to yes. So you have to check the condition. So what is that condition? The field name should be yes, right? Is equals to what is the value? So if you see here, this is the table name, this is the column name, this is the operator what you want to use, and this is the comparison value. Save and close. So whenever it is matching, then what you want to do? I want to call my child flow. So what is that flow? Now if you see here, it is displaying only the related entities, credit card and the related entries. As there is no relationship between bank application and this one, it is unable to relate this. Okay. So to have that bank application and credit card should have a proper relationship. Otherwise, you can't use it as a child. Okay. So for that purpose, let's create an instant relationship between credit card and bank application. Then you would see. Okay. Create relationship with. What's the table name? Bank application. Creating it. Done. Now it is created. Now let's try whether we will get this option or not. So I'm just trying to save with errors. It won't allow me to save. Status is dropped, closed. I am opening process. Create loan from grid. Now also it's not appearing. Let me do a publish. Okay. Let me done with publish. So if you choose only one table, one solution, it will take less time. If you choose entire publish all customers from this home page, it will publish all changes. So that will take some good amount of time. So I'm just going back to my process. Create second. This one, right? Now I want to choose table. Now also I'm not getting. So the prerequisite, like we should create same table of applications. We can't use other table workflows here. Okay. So for that purpose, I just want to create one more process for the credit card entity. Automation process workflow. Create loan. I just want to choose as a child. I can check. So I don't want to trigger normally. I just want to trigger it from that condition only as a on-demand child. As a child, what should my action? I should create a loan detail record, right? Wait. Where is the create record? So loan details, loan for Harish. The name should become dynamically. So name is name. Add it here. Add it for from credit card. So you can insert anywhere in the middle. Also, you can insert the dynamic values. Save and close. Activate it. Now I add it as a child process. So now here I should able to use create a loan with CC. Earlier we don't have anything. Now we are able to see. So what is happening? This flow will run whenever apply loan equals to yes. Then it is using the another child workflow. Activate it.
So for condition, one workflow, and for record creation, another flow.
Now what you will do? Just create a credit card record. I'm choosing no. So when you choose no, will it create a record? loan detail record. Did it created? 727. There is no new record. Did it created? No, because we didn't give the proper condition. So when do you want to, when I'm making this to S, this time it will create. Go to loan detail. Loan for her is from credit card. So this is okay. This was everything like a 100 to 100% positive scenario. Suppose you are doing your operation, triggering operation, but the record is not creating. How to troubleshoot? So for every process, you will be seeing, you will be having this process sessions. So here we can see the information. Okay. Suppose for my create loan from credit card record, I just want to see the process session. So what are the triggering? So this is triggered for Harish. So this information from where we will be maintaining automatically delete the computer workflows job, save this space. If you base it upon this one, it will keep only completed. If you have any error, it will be retaining. So to if you want to retain everything, you will be selecting this uncheck and you will be maintaining. So the process session will be, you can see it from here, how it executed and what happened, everything. So this is kind of a logs. Succeeded. Both steps are executed, succeeded. If you have any error in any step, it will stop you. It will show that error and it will give the details. So in the information page, you have to check this box. Automatically delete or you want to keep it. So based upon that, you can come back to this process and you can see the process sessions. So you will identify the what happened, what is there, what is executed, what is skipped, everything. Okay. Any questions in the process sessions?
So for child
So like
flows,
this, we will be using for a number of record status whenever record is deactivated or whenever record is activated. If you want to do anything, so whenever a credit card is, whenever we are deactivating the application, you want to deactivate the loan as well. So for that purpose, you can use the record status change whenever record is assigned. So instead of the current owner, if you want to assign to someone else, so that time you will be using the assigning. So all this we have to try. So whatever the capabilities here, we have it here. Everything we can do it from Power Automate Flow, except this real-time sync conversion. So the best suggestion to use workflow is like if you want to use anything in the real time, use Power Automate out of the box workflow. Otherwise, you can do the same with Microsoft Flow. Okay, so Microsoft Flows out of the box workflow same if they are running in the background. Only limitation for Microsoft Flow is Power Automate Flow is like they can't run in the synchronous because they are running in a different environment, different context, right? So that won't run in the synchronous. Understood? Suppose I have one more scenario like I want to create a loan record, but I want to wait for 1 day, suppose. So in that purpose, you will be having wait condition as well. Check condition we have seen. We have wait condition, we have create record, update record, send email, right? So let's use wait condition. So how much time you want to wait? Here you can choose process it. You can create a credit card details, create on time like that, or you can use process timeout equals, or if you want to give any value, hard-coded value, you don't want to create any record during weekend, suppose. So you want to choose Monday, or you want to choose after a certain time. Okay, so you will the execution time equals is greater than, like that you will be using different options here. On or after. You can choose the again time. So 1 second. Dynamic values. Red car created up. Clear. One more. I want to show different capability actually. Process. Execution time. Not on in this. These are time parameters. Operators is equals. Okay. So it will wait until this matches, process execution time matches to this one. So you can put like these conditions. Then the step you can drag and drop here. You can move this up. I think we can't move, we have to recreate it. Okay. So like this, we will be using the wait condition as well. Create record, update record, assign record, send email, child or perform actions. We will be seeing whenever we created actions. So if you want to stop workflow by forcefully, you will be using this stop workflow. Any questions? So like this way, we will do some kind of automation. Whenever when do you want to run, you will be choosing how do you want to run, you will be choosing what do you want to run, you will be choosing everything you can doing from this designer, process designer. So this is the basic thing in the process automations. So next day we will see the out of the box workflows. Okay, out of the business process flows. Any questions, Sanjay?
No worries, but for
Chalo.
child, we created child process, right?
Thank you.
Hello.
Follow the channel and stay tuned for learning videos.